everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Bengals going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert.
I think in a lot of ways, Tyler Eifert is happy to wave bye-bye to 2016 because of the injury issues. Got hurt in the Pro Bowl, missed the first 6 games of the season, and then couldn't finish the year with another back injury.
Yeah, and the one that hurt, that Pro Bowl injury, supposed to be such an award for the great year he had a season ago and just never really got things going this year, did he?
Such a difficult matchup, especially in the red zone. Look for a big bounce back in 2017.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's the offensive unit, and we highlight a very good guy, A.J. Green.
Let's just make it simple. He's a game breaker.
2nd down following the run. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Defensive side of the ball for the Eagles. Here they are, the starting 11. And you were telling me before the game, taking this from your knowledge bank, that if they need to improve anywhere in 2017, maybe in the secondary. Is that right?
I think you're right on that one because I think they're very happy with Malcolm Jenkins and Rodney McLeod down the middle as the safeties, but they'd love to make an upgrade at the corner position because if you're playing in the NFC East, there's some guys who can go out and get the football. And then I think up front, they're looking for a bigger year from Fletcher Cox. He's their bell cow on defense, a defensive tackle, defensive end. They need to have that all-pro season from him again in 2017.
Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Boyd, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this one through the uprights and good. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
And this is where the rest of the team turns and stares at the kicker and says, you have one job. Execute it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown, looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. For Jeremy Hill, with the season in the rearview mirror, finished just below 1,000 yards. I think 18th in the league in rushing. And his two 100-yard games both came against Cleveland, I believe. Yeah, if he could play Cleveland each and every week, he would have been well over 1,000 yards. So the thing about Jeremy Hill and the Cincinnati Bengals offense, you think of them as a run-first team. So to me, his 889 yards, disappointing, because I would have thought that that would be a higher number and an increased production from him. He's looking to do that in 2017. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is. But he eats up ground, and he usually goes up and gets it.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And Eifert has it. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
Dalton. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Michael Johnson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all but they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play. All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Underneath, this is Bernard. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
His pass caught at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. See, they wanted to get your thoughts just on the landscape of the offseason for each of these teams. Super Bowl in the rearview mirror, but so much going on. People look at the draft a lot. But there's a lot more that goes into the offseason for these front offices, is there not?
It certainly is, and then even before we get to the draft, you start with the combine, that's held in Indianapolis every year, and you have about 350 of the top prospects coming together to get their physicals and interviews and on-field performance, and all that will get evaluated along with their game tape. And then you got the free agents, all right? That starts, I believe, in early March, where now the free agents can start moving around to different teams, so your team's starting to take a little bit of shape there, free agency, because then the draft's coming up. You're trying to put your team together with new draft picks, have everyone start to move in one direction, and then you have the OTAs and minicamps. We get to see them on the field for the first time, and we start to get a better idea of how these teams are going to look when the fall begins.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They give the small one, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Screen pass to Sproles. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They send Green to the left on his own. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Michael Kendricks in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking middle, and it's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Hill, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That, quite simply, is Jeremy Hill. A very powerful, compact back.
He's always been that. Even back at LSU, that's where he honed that skill, right?
Love to run between the tackles. and take the contact as well as dish it out.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Caught Eifert over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They're going to hurry back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And this is incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle. Starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Let's expand on Ryan Matthews for a second. He has a couple 1,000-yard years in his back pocket. This season, 661. Did have a career-high 8 touchdowns, but where does he fit in to the Eagles' offense going forward?
That's going to be an interesting question that has to be answered by Philadelphia, by Doug Peterson, their head coach, because he was truly their lead running back until a fumble at Detroit. I think that changed things for him. A crucial one down the stretch. Philadelphia ended up losing the game. When he takes care of the football, he's a hard-hitting, aggressive inside runner who can set a tone for a team. But if he doesn't take care of the ball, that gives an opportunity for someone else to come in and become the lead runner for Philadelphia.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Wentz is going to find his running back. It's complete. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Well, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Smallwood. And he stopped immediately there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
A run with Smallwood. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Going right back to Smallwood. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And quickly they get to the line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They send Green to the left on his own. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. It's second down. Dalton looking. A dump off now to Hill. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. On second down, Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They send Green to the left on his own. Passing again. Dalton on second and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Wentz throwing on second down. Backing up. He's going to rifle one, and that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Wentz. Hurts over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he's got room. No, a nifty juke there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, a 23-yard run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Now we're going to get a timeout here, and I believe it was called by the defense. And if that's indeed the case, they'll be out of timeouts for the remainder of this second half. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here, maybe trying to block the extra point. So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for two. Wentz going to look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Yo, big guy, no matter what happened, man, I want to send you a friend request, man, and I want to do this again, man. It's a good game, man. You're a good player, man. I couldn't figure you out for a minute, but it's a good game, man. This is televised live on YouTube. The name of the show is called North Philly's Finest, and my name is blinky327, man.
Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And out now, here come the Bengals. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure. That's
just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Andy Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
In motion left here, Green Beckham. The play clock's running down. 10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. On second down, here's Wentz. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green Beckham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. A dump off now to Hill. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they're going to speed things up here.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots.
I got you, Fred. You next. You next, Waterboy. If my man want a rematch, we get a rematch. If not, Waterboy next.
Coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
They'll look to throw. Green with a catch left side. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there, haven't been present, haven't done it often, their team is losing right now. It's vital that those two connect if they want to have a chance.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He's back to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Oh, that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle.
It definitely was a good game, man. Win, lose, or draw, dog. It definitely was a good game.
Normally, get outside of that.
North Phillies Finest live on YouTube, man. I'd like to thank everybody for watching me live on YouTube, man.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's do or die for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd.
Good game.
And he gets this one all the way
Good game,
down
boss.
inside the 15.
I pulled that one out. That was a tight win.
This one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say
He was
so
tough.
long.
He kept playing the same dumbass defense the whole fucking game, but I locked in and won that shit, man. He kept playing that same dumbass defense. That's when you pull that shit out, though. About to play my man Waterboy, Slaughter Boy. You know what I mean? Waterboy, the Slaughter Boy. Let's go. That was a nice win right there. See, when I hold true to what I do, you know what I mean? My man thought he had me, though. Came back on his ass. Busted his ass. That was a nice win. You know what I mean? My man Waterboy, Slaughter Boy. Smooth. Come here. He gonna kill me with the Giants yesterday, but it's cool though. It's cool. We ready today. Gonna pull out the NFC East battle on him. You know what I mean? We're gonna pull out the NFC East battle with the Giants over here. Look, you wanna go to GameStop and get your card? Where's your GameStop card at? Find your GameStop card. You got money on that. And we can go up, we can walk. And you got the 20 in the box. You see? You don't want to get it on? Alright, okay, I'm sorry. Alright, you got to add 2 because you're tired. Alright, you're tired. Alright, okay, alright. So why you got attitude with me? If you're going to have attitudes in the morning, you need to sleep at night. Walking around with an attitude because you tired. Take your ass to sleep at night, motherfucker. Yeah, he gonna walk around with an attitude with me because he's tired. He is fucking me up.
Hello, everybody. I'm
All
Larry
right.
Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on
He
EA
can't
Sports.
do that with these Raiders
We've
again.
got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks
And
ready
that
to
with
get it
these
done on the
Raiders, man.
gridiron.
I done
It's
showed
the
you that
Eagles
100
going
times
up against
before.
the Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland.
I'm going to show you 101 times now.
Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right,
Okay.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay
So you ain't never
Area as
make
we
no
welcome
noise
you
with the Raiders,
to
man. You
Oakland,
know that.
California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between
Let me
the
shut these
Philadelphia
boys right
Eagles
on down.
and the Oakland.
Shut them down early. You ain't never make no noise with. You know you ain't never make no noise with the Raiders, man. You ain't never make no noise with the Raiders. Let me see. You ain't never make no noise with the Raiders. You heard me? I done beat you like 100 times. I done beat you like 100 times. You using the Raiders, so I guess I gotta beat you 101 times now. Man, alright, man. Whenever you ready, man. I already know what you got over on that end. Ain't nothing going on with that squad. Smooth, who you on the phone with? And yeah, the boy I was just playing, he thought he was gonna win that. He was winning 14-0. Shut him down in the second half. He ain't scored no point.
Raiders.
You know, that's what man, he was up 14-0. Had to come back on him. He had all the momentum until I kicked that field goal. Once I kicked that field goal, my whole fortunes turned around. We on that. We smack like the ball away from the day, baby. Turnovers, let's go.
Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes?
There we go.
And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Contact made the ball and brings up 4th down.
Here you go, first mistake.
Any tendency
First
here on this
mistake
3rd
right here.
down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
I like it.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Carr now to throw.
Good
For
play.
the completion. It'll be a gain of 9, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
That was
I
all
don't know
my
if I
fault
agree
right
with
there.
that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Check. Here it is.
On 1st down, Murray. He is going to lose yardage here.
Shut it
They'll
down.
wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice.
Really? Oh, come on,
A ton of
motherfucker.
really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr.
Get that out of there. Oh, come on, motherfucker.
Really nice
Triple
gain,
coverage.
25
Get the fuck out of here.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need
The
more
bottom
than
of
one
that lucky
tackler to the
shit.
ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to
The
get
lucky
him
shit
down.
gonna run out in a minute.
Back to the ground game. Here's
Ain't no
play
way
goes
53.
nowhere. Taken
Ain't
down,
no
losing
way.
yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ain't no
From
way.
midfield, here's Carr. Going up top.
Interception. It's Malcolm Jenkins, baby.
And it's
Oh, come on.
knocked away
Come
and
on, Mark.
incomplete.
Let's
He's
go.
trying to get it to Seth
Let's
Roberts. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he decided
Go.
to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to
Coverage
get a
was
hand
really
in
nice.
and tip it away.
And this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Boy, check. Check.
Now Carr.
We got that covered. Oh, get that out of there.
Now was
Come
tipped.
on.
Altered the ball a
Let's
little
go.
bit, but he dropped
Let's go.
it. And now 4th down.
Let's go.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the
Stand
college
back.
football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost...
The Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this
Oh,
first
I know
quarter.
what? I had that. What was I thinking about? Oh, munching. That's what I wanted you to do. Let's see, where you at? Ah, there you is. Speed.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Carr to throw for it on 4th down.
Ain't no time to get that
With
off.
a football, it's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game.
Good.
But
Check.
that effort proves futile.
Let's
How
go,
many times have we
baby.
talked with coaches where they've talked
Go.
about taking the emotion out of their decision-making?
Go.
I think
Stand
that
up.
opening drive, if he didn't
Stand
have it in
up.
his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there.
Get that money.
They
Get
didn't
that.
get it.
Oh,
Now
come
they gotta make sure
on.
they don't lose their focus.
Motherfucker.
Give him 9 there on the first down
Oh.
completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing
more
his
bounce.
wins.
Get rid of it. Should have ran.
And that
Should have
was
ran.
incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Incomplete pass
No,
on
ain't no
2nd down. Let's see what the
field
offense
goal.
draws
I got
up
you
here on
already.
3rd. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Ball's caught
You go for that.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Wentz going to go on 4th down.
Got him. Toe tag, motherfucker! Toe tag, bitch!
The Raider D, they get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory.
He holding that ball long. I have to challenge that. He let that ball go. Oh, shut up. I'm challenging it, man. You talking about no.
Give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sideline as a head coach?
Motherfucker.
That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much. And I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bucks backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep in the direction. It's caught inside the 25.
You fucking bum! God damn it. That was my fault. I couldn't tell you I would come out take my fucking coat.
The Raiders have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player.
3rd and 1. I couldn't even get 1 yard.
9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Wentz going to throw. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So it'll be 1st down here after the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On to tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a deep look.
He's a bum, man.
David Amerson.
He's a fucking penalty ball.
The 30-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the long touchdown pass.
He had the fuck over one-on-one. He couldn't.
See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray.
Get the slaughter, man.
Come on. To about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That was 2nd down run for Murray. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll run here. It's Murray. They find some open field here. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Murray, the lone setback.
Hey, we go around. Check the backer, check the backer. All right, here we go. Check 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
Come
Brings
on.
up 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Heavy traffic and it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And now
I knew he was going to the tight end. I knew he was going to your tight
takes
end.
this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Let's
That
go.
was an interception, but on
Let's
the
go.
field, the guys are
Let's
picking it up.
go.
They're not saying that.
Let's
Whatever they're
go.
using, it's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say
Wow.
Oski.
That's
Ask
right.
around. They'll tell you.
I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the Kings are. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
You got to shut you down. You talking about blowing somebody
They're
out.
at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last
Ooh,
time.
this is another play. Oh my God, I'm underneath this
Not
shit.
try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, that's a pick again. Come on, double coverage.
It's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
With a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
King banging. Boom. Look at that. Oh, come on,
This
Sparrows.
will pin him nicely inside the
What
20
the
as it's out
fuck?
of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Go back to work. Go back to work. Go back to work. Tighten up. Okay, I like this set.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Now they set up the screen. That's good.
Damn, I couldn't get the trash out the way.
Screen pass, good
Got
for
to get the
5.
trash out the way.
Second down now after the pass completion.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still.
He's go. He's go. He's go. He's go. Take him. Go. Oh, go. Touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Take that, man.
Ryan Matthews, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
Those are so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because
it all starts right here. It all starts right here, baby.
When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Got him locked down now. We got him locked down. Let's keep him locked down.
To take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Murray now.
We on that. We on that. We on
Give him
that.
3 on first down.
Linebackers
Set up
Linebackers say they do their
I
job.
always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
On second down, here's Carr.
Drop that. Drop that.
There, a nice
Drop
hit.
that with
Drives
it.
the ball free.
Let's
and
go.
brings up
Let's
third
rally.
down.
We rallying now.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy
We get
plays
money
very
now. We
often,
get money
but he's
now.
pretty
Keep getting that
reliable. Usually
money.
an excellent target. He
Good.
normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
We in trouble now.
7 yards remaining here on third down. On play action. Now Carr.
It's interception. It's an
Incomplete. The big tight end, Clark Walford, the intended target. Now fourth down.
Decisions. Trouble,
So they're going to
trouble
come to the line here. It
man.
appears trying to go for it on fourth.
In the trouble land.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Trouble man in trouble land.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Get that out of there. Get that out of there.
Incomplete. So certainly an
Trouble
interesting
man
call
in the
there to
trouble
go for it.
lane.
And the Eagles are going to take over in great
Trouble
field
man.
position. And
Let's go,
out
baby.
come the Eagles.
Out
And
come
they'll
the
just simply
Eagles.
be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out.
Trouble man in trouble
Confidence is
land.
powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them.
Trouble
They're in a
man.
groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. Now Wentz throwing on
Touchdown.
second down.
Trouble man in trouble land.
Couldn't
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Trouble man in trouble land.
It's a sneak,
Money.
and he's in.
Touchdown.
Front Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Carson
Trouble man in
Wentz
trouble
taking it
land.
in. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal
No
line.
time, right down the field.
Just do what you need to do.
8 there in the corner
Guys go
pocket.
in front.
Let's go.
At the field goal. The leader just fall in behind them.
Now
Falling
after the
behind the
touchdown,
leader. Let's
it's
go.
Sturgis to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Cost him 5 yards with a new goal as he's taken down right
Let's get the
at
ball right
20-yard
back.
line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
Oakland
And last
ready to
time
get the
out,
ball
went for it
right
fourth
back.
down. turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
I ain't going nowhere.
Didn't happen.
I ain't going nowhere.
Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Carr gonna throw.
What's the trick, man? That's double coverage trick.
He was trying to get it to
all that
Michael
back
Crabtree
down
there.
bullshit.
And it'll bring up third down.
Come on, man.
They got
Trouble
pressure
man,
there and
trouble
only
man.
rushing
It's about to
three.
get out of
And there's a defensive
hand.
coordinator right now
The trouble
who is
man,
celebrating not just
trouble
getting home with
man.
three
It's about
there,
to get out of
but realizing
hand.
if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that's complete to
With the coverage
And he's
lock
able to
on.
get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That was nice.
And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zone, sometimes the receiver's going to just got to find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when you're in sync, it's really effective.
Defensive lock down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Murray the lone setback. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Deep drop. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Double coverage. That's a pick, baby. Damn.
Interception just missing.
I'm tapping the button. I said, yeah, I held the button.
Fans do love the long ball, don't
I'm
they?
steady
And he
tapping,
already tapped
tapping.
his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Check four. Single.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. It
Oh,
finds
good play.
Crabtree
He
for
called
the
that.
completion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go.
Trouble man in the trouble lane.
Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one that's
Look!
intercepted.
Look!
Great read and it's picked off. And he's just
Trouble
across
man in the
midfield
trouble
and down
lane.
at the 49-yard
Trouble
line.
man in the
Philadelphia
trouble
gets
lane.
set to take the field. And they were able to catch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again
Oh, my
here for
goodness.
defense. Obviously,
That
they'll be
is
looking to
insane.
stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch
Man in the
counter punches.
trouble man in the trouble lane. They always say we can get him down. Kick him down. Kick him down. Ah, come on, you motherfucker. Fire.
So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
Trouble man in the trouble
how do we
lane.
get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love
We'll
it.
see if they dial it up this drive.
Take that. Damn, I had him open. I waited so long.
Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here
Hey,
by the
trouble
offense.
man in the trouble lane.
And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
No. Check. Patriots.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
No.
On 3rd
Oh, I
and
got
long,
you
it's
already.
Wentz.
Hey, I got him already.
He's gonna
Down the
launch it
middle.
deep over the
Oh,
middle.
good
And he
drop.
knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well
Go
covered.
say
He's
kick
able
it.
to
Go
get
say
it
kick
in
it.
and knock it away.
Go say
So
kick
on
it.
4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away.
Go say kick it and play defense. Get it back. Oh, that's a good kick. Back draft. We got the back bounce.
Here's Jones.
Nowhere. Nowhere. Oh, come on, man.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
They go back to the air here
I
after
got
the INT on the last drive.
Come on. Let's go.
Incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going to go up top again.
Get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker out of here.
We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Bullshit.
So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37.
I couldn't jump up. Okay. Keep a little momentum with the 3. Man, I should have scored on that, man. I missed that bomb, man. The ball fell right at my feet, man. All I had to do was push box and hold it. I tried to push triangle. It ain't gonna happen no more, man. Had that touchdown, man. 28-7 should be. Yo, come out. Come out and score on him. Let's go.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action
here. Like I said, I know you can't beat me with the
Raiders.
Raiders.
I always yards into the end zone.
I know. I always
to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Outcome the
I don't
Eagles
never have a
now
problem
as
with the
he'll go
Raiders,
on
man. The
offense
Raiders
first
sweet.
here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change.
Matthews, but it's intercepted.
Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, my God. He's wide open.
28-yard line. Now we take a glance at
It's all right. You ain't getting shit. You ain't getting nothing off that.
Of the second half.
Gotta go cross the middle. It's cool.
They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal.
Ain't no running game here. Ain't no running game here, man.
Pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
There ain't nothing there.
They'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
I was ready for that.
Now Carr.
That
one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll try to run it in with Murray.
He's going to punch that shit out of his hand.
He's down to about the 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now they're in the hurry-up. Second and goal from the 2-yard line.
He's sweet.
He's going to get this back to the 3-yard line.
Come on, man.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Ball on the 3.
Oh, get out of there. Take the 3. Take the 3. Take the 3.
Lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Don't walk away without your 3. Don't walk away without your 3. You got momentum. You got to keep momentum. Take that change.
I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit
more.
Maybe
the
running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking, but you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
We ready for it.
It's Carr.
We ready. We ready. Ain't nothing back there. Ain't nothing back there. Yeah. The rhythm. Without pause. I'm loyal. I love it. Take that three, man.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good
Oh,
one. Play caller because a one-play drive where you throw an interception.
Damn.
A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything.
Man,
and
I ain't
sometimes
even
it saves
throw
time
that
and
ball,
gets
man.
the
That
ball
shit
to
got
the
away
receiver
from me.
quicker.
Come on, man.
His first punt,
Bullshit
48 yards.
ass
This
punt.
one looks equally as good. Jones on the return.
Give me that phone.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over.
You ain't user. You're supposed to user.
Oakland ready to take the field.
User.
Last time, they had it 4th and goal. Rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they're trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
That's no catch.
Left
Come
side
on,
to
man.
Crabtree. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Carr to throw on second down. Complete. The time
God damn it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now Carr with a
You ain't going away with that bullshit, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
We look at a short run, and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nolan Carroll. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
And they're coming off.
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Don't work like
A
that,
spot
man.
that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Come on, man.
How do you
The
do that? How
fuck?
do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep driving the clock.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar. 94 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes.
Dang, right over top of that linebacker. That linebacker was dropping back, but he didn't get there for enough. Boom! Boom! 12 G's coming through the door. Boom!
The opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Oh, he came out. Lights out. Lights out.
And not a particularly good return here as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field.
Put him away, baby. It's over, man. Ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back from that lead right there, man.
They may have to change things offensively.
Lights out, baby.
Settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's going to launch this thing way
Get
downfield.
out of here. I got the conjunctives
Inside
over
the
there, man.
35.
That's the
A big
conjunctives over there.
play
There's too much of
there.
that shit going on.
Cooper, 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still
Get that shit out of here, man. You are doing that, man. It ain't
continue to
no
fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Watch me. Watch me. Watch me. Watch you, Superman.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10.
I was trying to pick that off. But I know I wasn't letting you run by me for it. And watch me. Watch me. Watch me.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last time when they were pushing it for 6.
Watch me. Watch me.
Take exactly what happened before, replicate it.
1-on-1.
Make a few additional changes along the way. I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they got great confidence having scored the last time out. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Surveying the field. He's going to take another shot here.
What the fuck up this triangle?
Away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver.
I wanted to go to the trade going down the side.
Pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play.
Pass to Sproles. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Damn him. Let's go.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And take it right on the 30. Return that time. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling of the interception? How much does it change?
Come on, man.
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's going to let it go again.
It's a pick.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try.
Interception. Interception.
Interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add their lead now.
Let's turn this into a travesty. Let's turn this into a travesty. Turn this into a travesty now. Let's put you away now. Put you out your misery.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. Figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A host of Raiders in on the tackle. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to fire one, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. Now after the INT, it's Carr finding time. And now here is another interception. And it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dorial Green-Beckham, 37 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after now from Sturgis. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Another pistol look here. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Again, it's Murray. And he will lose yardage on. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout.
You know I'm trying to put 50 up on you. You know I'm trying to put 50.
As we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
That's the goal, to 50 up on you.
Third down, still 14 yards left.
That's what you always say when you use the Raiders.
He's going to let this
Never pick. Get that out of his hand. Get that out of his hand. Get that out of his hand. Get.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
I'm hitting. That's what's happening. They getting hit.
For his second punt.
They getting hit.
A repeat of his first.
I know.
And he'll keep this.
Like I said, you caught me off guard when you played with the Giants. That was an NFC battle. I ain't playing it right. But these bums right. I said you caught me off guard when you used the Giants. You caught me off guard.
And that recipe on their last drive.
The Giants NFC battle.
Looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
I see you caught me off guard when you used it. I wasn't ready for that.
Good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly, they get to the line. And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete.
I got to go for it. Let me get 50, I got to go for that. Got to go for it. Got to score here to get this 50.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz to the sideline. He's got it. They say the figured out. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it.
Oh, I couldn't do that there, motherfucker.
They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a
I had him, man. I had him.
That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's got
him now. Got him now. Got him now. Got him. Touchdown. 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 Touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time,
that's my jumper right there. That's my jumper right there.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Able to secure it.
Oh my God, that shit robbed me. I had it. They robbed me, Smooth. Can't get my 50.
I know we brought analytics
I had the 50, Smooth. I had the 50.
The data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
We ready? 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Carr now to throw.
I was ready for that. I was ready for that. Oh my God, I'm double team.
It brings up 3rd.
Come on, man.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Well, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And that is incomplete. Wentz to throw.
Oh, this one, man. Look, second and 10, 42 points.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. To throw is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He's got time. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete.
Motherfucker!
And dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
I didn't get the 50.
Oakland ready to
Oh
take
my
the
God, that
field.
should have been 50
They've lost
right
this
there,
one.
man.
Their offense has struggled.
Hey.
And they try to put together something here at the end just to
It's
take
cool.
it
I
next
take
week.
the 32 point win.
Want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
A 32 point win is good.
Like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
We take that. We take the win.
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on,
32-point
get
win.
it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there. Ain't nothing there, Murray.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
Murray the lone setback.
Hey!
They can't even get a play
Tick
off.
tock, tick tock. Let's go, baby.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st.
All right, here we go. 4 down. We right, baby. Alert. 88. Wide 88. Baby, alert. All right, here we go. Wide 88.
Carr on the give. It's Washington.
Hey,
Maybe makes it
listen,
back
take
to the
your
line
3
of scrimmage.
points.
That's it. A loss of a yard, and it brings
Yeah,
up
I
4.
supposed to.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays.
I take the 32-point win. You know what I mean? I'm going to send it.
Abandon it, but you try and give it a little
32-point
bit of
win. I said, I'm about to send it. 32-point win. You know what I mean? You can't. Man, I beat you like that all the time.
A big
Yeah, I mean, he
offensive
talked no
explosion
trash.
help leading them to victory. And
He couldn't
the
deal with it.
defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
21 in the second quarter. He only got 7. Look at that. No points in the second half. Son y'all, man. You got 3 these Giants. What? Dang, that was a popper. That was the only touchdown he had. Only touchdown he had. Look at that. Aguilera down that touchdown. Bang.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our
Look at
crew,
that.
I'm Brandon Clark. You've been watching
6
the
takeaways.
NFL on EA
You know what I mean?
Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get lit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, hard building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when we come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie. Go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap. Tell them break your neck. Go and bust the rhyme. And nobody can, we on the town. Never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, never come down. I never come.
Yo. Yeah. Hey, I'm still here. I'm gonna charge my headset up.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Eagles. So with that, we'll send you up to the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, as we hand it over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are just off I-95 at the home of the Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field on the south side of Philadelphia. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. They go play action here on first down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
Now a give, left side. This is Murray. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
We ready?
A handoff. It's Murray. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
They were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So a fumble on 2nd down. They're able to maintain possession. Brings up 3rd.
All right, here we go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Carr. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a first-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a give. This is Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Carr now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 2. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Let's go.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Ryan Matthews. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, 98 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And that carry of 98 yards is now tied for the second longest in NFL history.
Amon Green did it, I believe, in 2003 when he was playing for Green Bay.
Against the Broncos, I think.
And just face it, no matter who was running the ball, for that distance, give them some oxygen as well as the touchdown. What a play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone.
What'd you say? All right, I'm ready. Trying to pick this 50 up, man.
Murray, the lone setback. He'll get the football here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, here's Carr.
Hey, oh! Hey! Come on,
It's
man.
incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Can't break it in. He wants some peace. Tank said, I want some peace. Yo, Tank! What's up, Tank?
Has the focus to haul that one in.
What's up, Tank? What's up, Tank? What's up, Tank? You about to eat some pizza?
And the offense has to make the first here on third after that incompletion. Now the play clock hits zero. Delay.
Let's go. Shut him down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third and long, it's Carr.
Hey,
now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it.
Check.
So on fourth down, here's Marquette King to punt it away.
For a check, you have to say your ball with Captain Crunch. For a check to the house.
Taken from just outside the 30.
Come on.
46, a return of 5. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
Oh, God.
He goes down.
I was in the pocket, though. I was in the pocket. Dancing.
Able to drop him for a loss of 4. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out.
Man, I had time like a motherfucker.
The offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
second down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look.
Damn, I had to run it back one of them. All right, have patience, have patience. That was my fault. I didn't run the ball not one time.
And it'll be 4th down.
Damn. Boy, check.
It's a high kick, and he got
damn, I didn't even kick it out the building.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
All right, let's get it back.
Now Oakland ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro, but he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him, taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
Now Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They give him 12 yards and a first down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They run with Murray. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Carr to throw on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. Throwing now is Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
ready? Wide and yay.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He finds Roberts, complete. Give him 18 yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Second down following the incompletion. Again, it's Carr. Complete. The tight end Rivera. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Murray, the lone setback. Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Murray. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Carr now to throw. And he has got his tight end. It's Rivera for a Raider touchdown. Michael Rivera, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Clive Walford. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Murray the lone setback. First and 10. Here's Carr. Trying for his tight end Rivera, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. Past the 20. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Wentz going to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Carr. Here's Walford over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll try the right side with Murray. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Carr going to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Carr going to go on 4th down. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for an Oakland 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Murray the lone setback. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Fletcher Cox with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Alden Smith there on the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From midfield, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Wentz on 3rd down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out come the Raiders. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way.
He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. He's going to go up. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there. Carter Cooper, 43 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to force it in there to Crabtree that time, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford from 6 yards away. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Aldon Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 54 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence.
Man, that's fucking twice I was in the red zone and turned it over, man. Get the fuck out of here. Twice in the red zone I turned it over, man. You lucky as a motherfucker.
And they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A run, it's Murray. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some... And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do. I said you gotta do what you gotta do.
This is Murray. And he's going to be taken down right at about the... And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another time.
I know.
That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Murray, the lone setback. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Oh my God! Come on, fucking slow-ass linebacker.
The gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Time for a break. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. We're back to finish this one off after this. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Michael Rivera, and it's 3rd and short.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple.
Motherfucker,
oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. Back to throw, Carr.
Give me a pick! Oh my God!
He was trying to force it in there.
Fucking ball down. Pick that shit off.
And it's 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, there's a drop.
Now Sproles. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what are you symptomatic?
What's up, Ted?
Analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
Yeah, it ain't over yet, Ted.
I just kept using it.
Now Wentz surveying the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 68 yards. There the Eagles are back within a score.
No, I'm trying to win this, man. You talking about making the game. We trying to pull this.
Now they have to
We trying to pull this one out.
It's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now
I got it.
Touchdown. It's Sturgis to send it away.
Oh, got ball. It was too late.
Starting field position.
Damn it, I wasn't there. That first man lost. I had it to the man I wanted.
They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game.
Lock down
It
now.
looks good. You know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking the set off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
And they'll try to close it out now.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon.
Take the 3-point win. You got the 3-point win. You got it. You got it. As long as you don't fumble. Fumble is a new ball game, baby.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back.
You got it. You got it. You got it. I was one time out away from winning this shit. One time out away from winning this game. We was one time out away from taking this game, man.
Carr down to a new just about doing.
All right, good game, man. I'm gonna holler at you later, man. I got to run up the laundromat. Smooth, come on, Smooth. We got roll out.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
All right, y'all, man. I lost that last one, the Water Boy, the Slaughter Boy. We'll be back later on, man.